Hello, people. So today we're going to talk about subcompetency 2, which is determining the denotative and the connotative meanings of words and phrases, including including the meanings of homonyms, synonyms, and antonyms. So, some strategies for developing vocabulary knowledge and reading comprehension will follow. So, the denotation of a word is the dictionary meaning of a word, and then the connotation of a word is what does a word make you feel when someone says it. So, if you were to say poor, you get a certain picture in your head of some dirty people, maybe, who don't know how to do anything. They might not even be smart. But if you say, what's another connotation? Struggling. You might get, if you describe a person as struggling, you might get a picture in your head of a person who has a job, but they might have more bills than they need, and or somebody in their family could be sick and they just have like a bunch of hospital bills, so they might have even lost a job or something like that. So you don't get the same picture in your head of a poor person than you do with the picture that might come up in your head of a struggling person. So you would think that the struggling person is a person who probably just needs a hand up, and they might even deserve a hand up, whereas you might think that a poor person doesn't even deserve help because they brought the situation on themselves. That's just an idea. So homonyms are a pair of words that have the same spelling and or the same pronunciation. So there are two types of homonyms. They're homophones and homographs. So homophones are words that are spelled differently, but they're pronounced the same and they have different definitions. So two, and two. 2TO, 2TOO, and 2TWO. One means also, one means going to something, towards something, or, and then two, the number two. So homographs are words that are spelled the same and they're pronounced the same, but they have different definitions. So an example of a homograph would be can and can. So can meaning someone is able to do something, and can meaning the tin can that you might drink a pop out of. So, some more strategies for developing vocabulary knowledge and reading comprehension. You'll need to know for the test what a synonym is and what an antonym is. So a synonym is a word that means the same thing as another word, and then an antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. So the antonym of the word on is off, and a synonym of the word cold might be cool to a lesser degree. Just coming up off the top of my head with these ideas. And now we are at Subcompetency 3. So, Subcompetency 3 is related words and phrases that are derivatives and borrowings to their origins in other languages. So, this is going to be talking about Greek and Latin root words and how words have come a long way and changed the English language. So, the English language is mostly Germanic. The English language borrowed words from Latin through French. So, some of the words started out as French, and then, or some of the words that we use started out as Latin, but the French took them, and then when they took over England, when the Franks, I guess, took over England, I can't remember exactly how it went, but they used those words that they got from the Latins. And 60% of English words actually originated from Latin. So, however, etymologists, which are people who study words, they were able to reconstruct a language, reconstruct the English language by going backwards in time. So they call that a proto-language when they reconstruct a new language. And the earliest, and so this is the earliest form of language. Some English words that were derived from Latin are per, postscriptum, via Italian. So per, it means each. Postscriptum is PS at the end of a letter. And postscriptum came through Italian. We got it through Italian. Exempli gratia, it is EG. So when you go to make an example for someone, you put EG. And then etc., which is, on and on and on. And that's ETC. And that came through, vice versa, So you say one thing went this way and vice versa. So it went the other way too. Some Latin and Greek roots are, as you see, these are some examples of Latin and Greek roots. So you see the word acer and acid and acre means bitter, sour, and sharp. Tyler Perry just came out with a new movie called Acrimony, which means to have seriously bitter feelings, and it's spelled with the ACRI. Acid, we know what acid is. Our stomach has acid to digest food, so acid, what acid does. Belly actually means war, so when you go bellicose or bellum, it has to do with war. And then bio is life, so everybody knows about biology is the study of life. And then chron is time, so that's where we get chronological. And I think that Greek god named, I don't know if it's Greek or what, but chronos. And then dict, that means to say or to speak. And we have the word dictionary. The words are in the dictionary, and you can learn new words, learn to say new words from the dictionary also. So this is Subcompetency 4, and I'm going to stop right here. Next time I come to talk to you, I will talk about this, which is recognizing the historical, social, cultural, regional, and technological influences that helped shape the English language. And that is all for now. I hope that you would subscribe or like, or let me know if you've learned anything, if this has been helpful. Bye.